The laughter arrived before the words, a sharp, practiced sound, the kind people make when they already know how they're supposed to feel. I was standing near the kitchen island, holding a glass I hadn't touched, watching my wife across the room. Janet looked different under that light, polished, elevated, already halfway gone. Her hand rested on her boss's arm as if it belonged there, as if it always had. He cleared his throat. The room leaned in. I remember noticing the pause, the way Janet didn't look at me, not even once. Janet succeeded, her boss said, smiling, despite having no support at home. A ripple of amusement, encouraged. Her husband is just a cleaner, he continued, who can barely read and write. The laugh this time was louder, warmer. Janet laughed too. It's true, she said. Light, casual, final. He's holding me back. Something inside me settled. Not broke, not snapped, settled. I looked down at my hands, steady, clean. The hands that signed documents in silence, the hands that built the scaffolding she climbed without noticing. I raised my head, stood, and felt the room tilt as I spoke. That's interesting, I said quietly, because the company you all work for? I let the silence do the cutting. I own it. It hadn't started with the party. It never does. It started with absences that arrived too early and stayed too late, with Janet learning a new vocabulary, words like synergy and alignment, and forgetting the old ones, like we. It started with her phone turning face down, with smiles that didn't belong to me. I noticed everything. I just didn't react. People confuse silence with stupidity. I've learned to let them. She stopped asking about my day, stopped pretending to care what I was working on. The company, my company, was just that place to her. The building she cleaned once, years ago, when we were still pretending at equality. Her promotion came fast, too fast, celebrated with champagne she didn't offer me. There were texts, not explicit, never sloppy, just familiar, comfortable, intimate in the way only betrayal can be. Her boss's name glowed on her screen like a bruise. I didn't confront her. I cataloged every glance, every late meeting, every carefully curated lie. I told myself stories at night, that I was imagining it, that ambition changes people, that love can survive disrespect if it's quiet enough. I stopped believing those stories when she stopped coming home smelling like herself. I became a ghost in my own marriage, present, unseen. I watched her practice speeches in the mirror, polishing words meant for rooms I wasn't welcome in. I listened to her rehearse confidence she never showed me. I learned the rhythm of her deception. Investigation is just patience with purpose. Phone records don't lie. Calendars forget to hide patterns. People repeat themselves when they think no one is listening. I confirmed what I already knew. Late dinners that weren't dinners. Conferences that never existed. A hotel room charged to a corporate card I personally authorized. The irony didn't escape me. I kept my routine, woke early, made coffee, read, signed papers under a different name. A trust does wonders for privacy. Ownership is most powerful when it's invisible. Janet called me simple once, said it like an apology. I let her. The party invitation arrived a week later, her handwriting sharp with pride, celebrating my promotion. No mention of me. I bought a suit. Nothing flashy, just enough. I practiced one sentence in my head, over and over. The truth is never loud. It arrives quietly, confident, unapologetic. Her boss's speech did what evidence already had. It clarified, stripped away any lingering doubt that this wasn't just ambition or carelessness. This was contempt. When I stood, Janet finally looked at me. Confusion first, then recognition, then fear. I saw it flicker behind her eyes as I spoke. I founded the company 8 years ago, I continued, voice even. I stepped back, built a board, hired executives who thought I was gone. A murmur, a shift, phones lowered. I've been watching, quietly. Her boss's smile collapsed into calculation. Too late. I approved your promotion, I said, turning to Janet. Not because of merit, but because I wanted to hear how you'd explain your success. She opened her mouth. Nothing came out. I handed her boss a folder, termination papers, evidence, dates, emails, all signed. He didn't read them. He didn't have to. Janet's hands trembled. Mine didn't. I didn't raise my voice. I didn't need to. Everyone here, I said, was invited under false pretenses. I paused. This party is over. People left quickly, eyes down, careers recalculating. Janet reached for me when the room emptied. I stepped back. "You humiliated me," she whispered. I met her gaze, finally, fully. "No," I said, "you revealed yourself." She cried then. The sound irritated me. It felt rehearsed. "I made you," she said. I smiled. "You benefited from me," I corrected. "There's a difference." I placed my ring on the counter, left it there like a receipt. "I'll have my lawyers contact you," I added. "Don't come home tonight." I walked past her, past the life we pretended was shared. I didn't look back. Power isn't loud. It doesn't laugh. It waits. The house was empty when I returned, just the way I like it. I poured a drink, sat in the dark, thought about the man I was before all this, quiet, underestimated, useful. That man doesn't exist anymore. Betrayal clarifies, it removes the fog, shows you exactly who someone is when they think you're beneath them. Janet will rebuild, so will the company. I won't rebuild the marriage. Some things are meant to end cleanly. I turned off the lights and left the room. Control doesn't feel like victory. It feels like silence, and I finally understood the difference.